Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Ben Thompson and Sally Nugent.
Good morning. Our headlines for you at 6.
Now, if you were ever to pick up an award, this is the one you would want. A cat in Derbyshire has been named National Cat of the Year in recognition of how he supports his deaf owner around the house.
Yeah, it's pretty. The way.
There's a lot going on in that mind, you can tell.
Yeah, do you think?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Good morning to Zebby and Genevieve.
We have already talked quite a lot about the weather abroad, haven't we?
Yep.
Let's see what the weather is going to be like at home for us. Matt is...
The time is 6:15. Let's have a look at the newspapers and a couple of today, how big it is.
Yes.
It looks either like a pan or it could be like a massive thing off the nose of a space
shuttle. It did look
shuttle.
a little bit like a pan.
Yeah. Maybe that's all it is.
Maybe it is, yeah.
If I've identified it after all. Look, you know, if you're trying to change your phone and you think, oh, it's quite expensive to buy a new phone, and they seem to get more and more expensive, don't they? Well, one went on auction yesterday. It was the first edition of the iPhone, Apple's iPhone. And can you believe it was 2007? It was the first iPhone. So then sold for about 450 quid.
Oh.
Sold at auction yesterday for £145,000.
Wow.
Because nearly 400 times its original value, so says the paper. And it was at an auction in the US, and it was expected to sell for about 50,000, but went for 145,000.
Still in the box and never used.
Oh, that it doesn't say, actually.
I wonder.
Oh, no, you're right. Virtually flawless. I should have read all the way through. Virtually flawless.
I was just guessing.
Factory seal is clean.
Yes.
And yes, it's legit. So.
I bet you a lot of people have got old battered ones that probably aren't worth quite so much.
But well loved and well used.
Yes.
They did change the way we think about phones.
They did, yeah. Now, it is 17 minutes past 6, and more than 100 current and former McDonald's workers have told the BBC about a toxic culture of sexual assault, harassment, racism and bullying at the company's UK restaurants.
Yeah, the Equality Watchdog, that's the Equality and Human Rights Commission, said it was concerned by the allegations and that it was setting up a new email hotline for those affected. McDonald's said it had fallen short and that it deeply apologises. This report is from Zoe Conway. A warning, you may find some of it distressing.
Now, if you have experienced harassment at work and would like to share your story with us, please email haveyoursay@bbc.com.
The time is 6:25. Now, what weighs up to a tonne, can stand up to 6 feet tall, and is now roaming around Britain for the first time in 6,000 years?
It's quite scary.
What do you reckon?
Well, I know the answer. It is, in fact, a European bison, and we are hopefully going to see a few, maybe even just one would do us this morning. Gareth Barlow